Hello, this is Jace, and I decided that I'm just going to try doing a sketchbook tour. This is my 40th sketchbook. It is a handbook journal. I guess it's from Speedball Arts. It was started on 2020 on August 25th, 2024, and it is just about complete. This is a self-portrait of me as a sphinx. I always start out my sketchbooks with a self-portrait. And then this is just the quote I always put in: creation is proof of existence. Next page. This was a sacrificial fish. I just kind of wanted to mess it up early and do something kind of free form. And this is just a bunch of brush markers and some brush pens. And then I did a few more fishes using using tempera paint sticks and reference that I saw on Unsplash. So I've got 3 of them there. Page after that was a couple more self-portraits from the sketchbook school Draw With Me. A lot of the stuff in here is from doing those live streams, and as I kind of get to them, I'll point them out. So this one was done with pen, highlighters, and just some colored pencil over top for like the teal background. And then this one was done with a mixture of the tempera paint sticks and acrylic paint markers. And then this page, I have this whole thing that crows are more disco than goth. So I have this little discro inferno sign. That is the tempera sticks and again the acrylic paint markers. And then I just cut up like a little card-sized piece of watercolor paper and pasted that in there as the sign. And then this just explains why I think crows are more disco. These are a bunch of colorful abstracts. This one is more of the primary colors. And then this one is the yellow and purple complementary. I just kind of wanted to play around and work with colors. This is another Draw With Me. It was just various references associated with the Wild West. So these are just a couple of critters. Again, they're done mostly with the tempera paint sticks. Got an orange cat, and we've got a little froggy. So this is a collage sort of page that I did with photos that I took on a really long walk to the beach. So we've got the cars at the marina, we've got the beach with some of the birds I saw, and then I stopped in a cafe to get a pastry and a lemonade. And then troll butt over there because there was a wooden troll outside the window. Just a couple of sort of contour one-line drawings with dogs. I don't know if they're all one line, and these were done with paint markers. So these are some collages from some inserts that came with some clothes I ordered. And I just kind of took pieces of them and arranged them in a grid, just for the fun of it. This was a Draw With Me. It was Friday the 13th, and so there are various superstitions that were put in there. I saw this picture on Tumblr of this really freaked out looking dog, and so I drew it and then added in block letters, "Stop the world, I want to get off," which mood. And then this is a little drawing of a little stuffed capybara that I have near me, and it's drawn with a bunch of mixed media that was included in an art snacks box. Then following that, this is a combination of paint stick and crayons. They're actually the Neo Color ones, aka not water soluble version. So this is another capybara, and then this is a butterfly. So these are designs for porcelain statues that were inspired by a park that is near us. So we've got the capybara. We've got a song on one that's based on a song, a duck themed one, and then a dino themed one. This is a draw with me. Another one of those draw with me. This is the pomegranate trees in their yard, and then an actual pomegranate fruit. So this one, so this is a drawing of my cat Shan as a mermaid. And then this is a couple of cards that shouldn't exist. So it's the 17 of fishes and the 12 of clocks. And I always kind of imagine if there were more cards with the clock suit that the design would change based on the time. So this is an abstract, kind of based on some art that I did at kind of an art and chat night here in the neighborhood. And then this is actually inspired by a bunch of Soviet light switches. So I saw a picture of them and thought they were cool, and so tried to draw them. Another draw with me. And then this is from, this is the where the wild things are. So you have all the monsters, and you have Max at the end there. And then this is a bunch of logos for a fictional Cappy Co. So there are a bunch of like capybara logos that are based on logos from like vintage skateboarding companies. And this is a fun page. So all of I call it fun with shapes. And so I had my wife draw out the various shapes in different colors. And then I kind of came in with the black and the white to try and turn them into pictures. So this one is very autumnal. So we've got the grid of sort of 9 autumn landscapes, and then a larger one with the church. I think I only used like 3 materials on this. So I had like a double-sided pen, and then a double-sided brush marker, and then the sort of sagey green pencil right there. Draw with me, kind of a set of barnyard animals. So that was fun. Did leopards, because I don't know, I always tend to draw leopards in October for some reason. So we have the big one here, and then all of these are actually drawn on Post-it notes and then added to my sketchbook. So this is some cover art for a playlist that I made. And then this is the track list. This is a tarot card based on a picture that I took on one of my walks. It was one of those plastic Halloween skeleton decorations, and a bunch of orange flowers, and I thought that was really cool, and so I gave it a tarot card, and I called it The Mood, because, yeah, I think that's sort of how I was feeling at that time. And here is a bunch of spiders on a purple background. You can kind of tell we're getting into spooky season. Draw with me. This was the state fair. I'm not super fond of how this one turned out. And what's kind of coming up next is a bunch of sort of 7-day challenge entries from the sketchbook school. So the first one was to draw the breakfast. So I kind of drew a Friday breakfast. So you have the croissant, the hard-boiled eggs, the berries, and then an iced coffee. Day 2 was about the outfit of the day. So I drew what I was wearing on that day, and then also my glasses, because I can't live without my glasses, cannot see without them. So day 3 was either a book or a music. So I kind of did both. This is a drawing of a little free library. I've been doing a project where I would pick out a book from one of the little free libraries around the neighborhood, read it, put it back in a different one, grab something from there. And then this is a picture of Dami from Dreamcatcher doing a bit of choreo from a cover that they did of Rock With You by 17. Another, the other couple entries from the 7-day challenge. So draw your pet. So this is my cat Shan. And this is her kind of having a bit of a crisis because there's wet food, but she can't let the humans know she wants the wet food. And then this is a place that I go. So this is my gym. So I've got my workout set up right here. And then this is the gym dog that hangs out here. His name is Fumasa. He's very cute and very friendly. So this is Draw With Me, and I drew their dogs, Twiglet and Clover. And I would say that I did Clover dirty, but the reference really did look like that. And then with here we have the last couple days of that 7-day challenge. One day was a quiet moment, so I was really into Sudoku. So I made like a little mini Sudoku here. It actually doesn't need that star. You could solve it without it, but and then this one was about bedtime. So I kind of drew the view of my dresser from my bed, and the idea of with the right attitude, anytime can be bedtime. Again, more spooky stuff. The haunted house is with Draw With Me, and then we have a little page of ghosties layered on top of each other. We've got more ghosties over here. We have this spider web that was done based on a tutorial by James Luke Burke. He does the page in 10, and I think this turned out rather cool. Let's see. So this one is based on a song that my wife and I heard that was super hilarious. I think if I say Subaru, kind of a fun song, and I thought of a werewolf when I heard that bit of it. I want to say it's by a group called Sports Team, and it's called like I'm in Love, parentheses Subaru. And then this was, we dropped off our ballots, so I drew kind of a picture of myself going Super Saiyan as kind of an homage to like the I voted stickers, and namely like the kind of cool ones that, people can design sometimes. So this is a bunch of pumpkins with different expressions, and then a slightly more realistic pumpkin. So this is Draw With Me. This is kind of Dia de los Muertos, so it's me and my wife and Shan, and then 2 cats that we had who have since passed away, and then I did another little Calavera kitty over here to fill out the page. So these are just a couple of leaves that I found in the neighborhood, and then I glued those down and then kind of did like little doodles in brown pen around them. And then on this side I have, so these were watercolor sets that my mom bought me for my birthday. So I did leaves based on them and then kind of drew them in. So here is a drawing of a goose that was done with ink and dip pen. And then here's more goose doodles that I actually did on this pad of like just really thin wood. And dip pen, and they kind of blurred a little, but they're kind of cute. So this page kind of did like a weird little eye flower head thingy, and the text here is "The world keeps spinning," and this was right after the election, the very first art I did after, so kind of in a shock there. And then this is just my attempt at doing a Mona Lisa Frank, so kind of combining the Mona Lisa with the Lisa Frank aesthetic. So these are collage, kind of collage landscapes, so they're all just like torn paper that I've kind of tried to arrange and glue down in here, like landscapes. There's a little bit of wetness there. I don't know why. I don't know how it got there, but it kind of ruined the next few pages. So this is a cat I saw on my walk that day. And then this is, I keep a 5-year journal. And so I ended up kind of documenting on this one day all of those entries over the past 5 years since I'm on my last year now. Really fun. I recommend doing it. So this is Draw With Me. We've got the Arizona birds from their back, that they see in their backyard. And then a fun fact about crows, which is that they are known to hold a grudge for 17 years. Crows are awesome. I love crows. Don't piss them off. And then this is just documenting a concert that I went to. This little mini light up keychain I bought as a souvenir, and then this is me trying to do Sua and Hendong based on some video that I took at the concert. I don't know, it was fun. I'm glad I went. And then this is a fun one. It kind of actually evolved a lot. So I started with kind of like the boxes and little rays coming out of the boxes, and then put in the black paper to try and frame them a bit more. And then at a certain point, like later, I ended up doodling a couple cats on an envelope with this like rainbow pen that I have. Little like rainbow like paint oil stick sort of thing that I have. And I pasted those in, and I feel like they actually made the page a lot better. And so this is just a gator skull with, I did in the tempera sticks, which is fun. I have a gator skull, so I drew it just from there. So this is Draw With Me. This is just a bunch of mysteries. I had to skip out about halfway through, but I think that the page kind of stands on its own as it is. So this is a lion that I used 3 acrylic markers for. So I did like the light, the mid-tone, and the dark tone, just with the 3 colors. And then these are just various cats that I saw scrolling through my feed. They're very cute. So this page is a bunch of abstracts. So this is, I just put some color down and then kind of went through and went over it with pen. This is kind of inspired by the concept of labyrinths. So this one is kind of like a little maze. And then these are studies that I drew from photos that I'd taken on my walks. This is Gasworks Park in Seattle, and then this is just a random neighborhood shot. This is fun. This is paper weaving. So I took a bunch of scrap paper and just kind of wove it together and pasted it in. And then this was my attempt at trying to do like a sort of coloring page, kind of keep in the line work. And there's, little bits of food and animals, and then just, I don't know, a little wizard person, just for fun. So these are Bob Ross landscapes I did with acrylic marker. This one I did with my left / dominant hand, and then this one I did with my right / non-dominant hand. I just want to compare. These are various studies from photos that I took across my neighborhood, on various walks. I kind of like how they turned out. I think they looked pretty cool together. Draw With Me. The reference was this sort of, mixed breed / mutt dog. And this one I drew with various colors, and then I drew it again in black and white. And then since the page was empty, I added another little mutt mixed breed looking dog there. So I gave him a friend. So these I did in oil pastel. So I just, for the actual faces themselves, I want to play with the Zorn palette, which is like red, yellow, ochre, black, and white. So all of the actual portraits themselves are just those 4 colors. And then I added in kind of the blue to pop them off a bit. So this is a bug that I drew with Neocolor ones. So both of these I drew with Neocolor ones. So we've got a dung beetle here, and then we've got a ladybug right here. And then we're starting to get more into the Christmas art. Be honest, I'm not in a holiday mood this year, but so I drew these based on some Christmas decorations that we have. And then we have a little bunny and a little bauble. Another draw with me with flying things. And more Christmas decorations. We have a little dinosaur snow globe. And then like a little kitty inside of a present. And then this is based on some collages that we took. We went to the Christmas market the other week. And so I drew the Christmas market, as it were, just based on a bunch of the photos. And then more Christmas markets. We've got the food here, the raclette, the chimney cake, the hot chocolate, the Santas. We have the Nutcracker here. And then, this is the last draw with me. So the various characters from the Nutcracker. And then this is actually the last spread of the book. So it's out with the old. And then this is like an old chair that we actually just got replaced yesterday. And then a couple of wrapping tubes just to make the composition more interesting. And then this one last blank spread I'll probably turn into a sketch retrospective where I go back in and look at like all the stuff that's happened since the start of the book. But anyway, that is basically all that I did. Oh, and I guess I forgot to show you this page. So this is a portrait of my wife as a Muppet. I wanted to do her as a centaur, but I'm not good enough for that. I don't think I was ready for that. And I kept putting it off, so I drew her as a Muppet instead. And then this is just a really cute picture of a squirrel holding an acorn in an acorn picture frame hung on a wall with oak leaf wallpaper, as you do. So anyway, that is my 40th sketchbook. And it is what it is. I know, thank you very much if you've gotten this far. Thank you for watching. And I don't know, maybe I'll do this again. Bye.